Lane Tech Flag Football is on the air. Live from Taft Stadium on the northwest side of the greatest city in the world. It is Game 1 of the Final Four at the second annual Chicago Public League Football Playoffs. At the end of the next 40 minutes, one of these teams will have punched their ticket to Saturday night's final at Lane Stadium. What started as a goal on a whiteboard back in August will become reality for either the Kenwood Broncos or your Lane Tech champions. Tony McHale reporting with camerawoman extraordinaire Mary Avery. We're coming to you on the Lane Tech Athletics YouTube channel with this evening's action between the number 1 seeded Lane Tech champions and the number 12 seeded Kenwood Broncos. How did we get here, you ask? Lane Tech easily defeated the Sen Bulldogs in their Sweet 16 matchup, but needed every bit of their excellent defense on Tuesday to outlast Northside 7-6. As impressive as the Lane Tech offense and quarterback Marissa Yulee have been this season, it has been the defense in the playoffs that has delivered Lane to tonight's semifinal. If you were looking for a bracket buster in this 24-team tournament, Kenwood should have been your pick. The 12 seed started by knocking off number 5, Whitney Young, 14-13, holding off the Dolphins on the final play of the game. On Tuesday, they stifled number 13 Dunbar, 14-8, to earn their spot in the Final Four. It is a brisk but dry night here at Taft Stadium. Game time temperature will be about 48 degrees, but compared to the first 2 rounds of this tournament, it will be dry, which could make all the difference in the world. We had an opportunity as we came into the stadium tonight to catch up with Coach Schwartz, get her thoughts about Tuesday's victory and what's going to happen in tonight's game. So without further ado, Coach Schwartz.
We're joined by Lane Tech head coach Caroline Schwartz. Coach, great game the other night. Big question everybody has is you've gone for 2 points all season long. You put the ball down on the 5 after you scored that touchdown, and you got the 1 point that was the game difference. What made you make that decision?
Because we just needed to go up. And it was really rainy and wet, and we needed those 3 extra yards, and it paid off.
So, Coach, second game this season where your defense is faced 3rd and 2 against from the 22-yard line, and they shut down the opponent. What can you tell us about the defense and how they've approached this playoff season?
They've just gotten better every week. We've given them more to figure out every game, and these different opponents, especially now that we're in the playoffs, have some schemes that we haven't seen. So they're just so ready and willing to learn, and we're excited. We're excited.
So different style again tonight. Kenwood comes in with a strong rushing game, not so much on the passing side. How do you plan on dealing with their rushing quarterback tonight?
We're going to play a lot of zone and make sure that our outside linebackers are covering the flats, and they're just ready. We got Florencia is going to start at rush. She is super quick, so pressuring her to the outside so that our outside linebackers and then corners, if we need them, can help close her down.
So no rain tonight for the first time in 3 games.
It was drizzling on my way here.
but little windy tonight. 10 or 12 miles coming across the field. How's that going to affect your passing game?
I don't think it will. I think we're good.
All right. Thanks, Coach. We'll see you on Saturday night.
All right. Great words from Coach Caroline Schwartz. She has this team ready. They always say that what you have done up to this point doesn't matter, but I think the growth that we've seen in this defense over the last couple games, they played a really tough Taft team here at Taft Stadium 3 weeks ago, and then the Jones game on Tuesday, for those of you who were with us, was just a nail-biter all the way. Jones scored on their second possession, missed the conversion, the extra point. Lane took the ensuing possession, drove 80 yards, completed a 30-yard pass between Yulee and Alivana, and made the 1-point conversion, the first time all season that Lane Tech has gone for 1, converted that, and that was the difference in the game. Then it was just a battle of going out on downs, a battle of defenses, and what finally iced the game, the last Lane Tech possession, Marissa Yulee punted the ball from the 50 inside the 20-yard line, and Northside just did not have an answer at that point. There was only 1 minute and 15 seconds on the clock. So you heard Coach bring up Florencia Fabian, number 19, and her quickness. She is tied for the team lead in rushing touchdowns with Marissa Yulee with 6. So she hasn't played a ton of rush. Usually we see Sadia Rodriguez or Sophia Hung, but tonight we'll change up. We'll see number 19 as the rush quarterback, or as the rush defensive line person. And I assume that we'll see Alivana and, I don't know, Alivana. We'll have to see who comes out in the linebacker spots. But this Kenwood team is going to be fast. Kenwood Academy traditionally has great teams. They have a great tackle football program. Obviously, both great boys and girls basketball teams. They have a growing lacrosse program, both girls and boys. So always you can count on athletes being out on the field for Kenwood. Looks like they have a great number of girls, over 20. So fatigue shouldn't be an issue tonight. It's going to be 48 degrees at the start. Everybody has long sleeves on. Some girls have tights or sweatpants. But there is 4.5 minutes left in this warm-up in this first semifinal game between Lane Tech and Kenwood, and we'll be right back with game action.
At this time, we ask that all in attendance who are able to please stand and remove your hats as the colors are presented and we honor America with the playing of the national anthem by the marching eagles.
Don't let it hit the ground, honey. It's nice and tapped in. They're taking a knee there.
Thank you to the Taft High School Marching Eagles as they played the national anthem. They get here a little bit early. Theirs is going to be the second game tonight. The other side of the bracket features the Taft Eagles against the Morgan Park Mustangs. The winner of that game will face the winner of this game in Saturday's final. The final is Saturday at Lane Stadium at 7 o'clock, so we hope you can join us. Regardless of who's there, this has just been an exciting season for Chicago Public League flag football. The flag football program for CPL started last year with 22 football teams. Back of the Yard was crowned the Public League City Champions last year. The program grew from 22 to 50 teams this year, so all more than doubling. Started with a great opening weekend. These Lane Tech champions faced Amundsen, and then on the Saturday following that, Friday, there was a huge gathering of all the teams from across the city for a camp and skills demonstration and some teaching from some bears, and CPL is really doing a great job trying to get this program to expand. Westinghouse was on the cover of the Saturday Sun-Times Sports section this past weekend. So huge future for flag football in the city of Chicago and hopefully the state of Illinois. So the captains are out at midfield, as usual for Lane Tech. Number 3, Eliza McHale. Number 12, Marissa Yulee. Again, I apologize. I was unable to get a roster for Kenwood, so we'll just have to use numbers rather than names. But it looks like one of the captains is their quarterback. The other captain looks to be number 2. So a nice crowd gathering here on really the first cold night of the year. Looks like Kenwood won the toss. See what they elect to do. Either way, there's no flag here to really tell you where the wind's blowing. We can only look at the flags atop the goalpost. The wind's blowing a little bit. It's swirling a little bit in the west end zone, which is to the left of your TV screen. It looks to be blowing west, but when you look at the east side of the end zone, it looks to be coming in from the north. So we'll have to see how that affects the game. Here come the captains back. The champions on the huddle at the 40-yard line waiting for their final instructions. So 40 minutes to the final of this 2022 flag football season. We have 4 referees for this evening's game, so we'll have to see how that affects it. We've only had 2 for most of the season. We are going to start at the west end of the field. Looks like Kenwood is going to be on defense first, so Lane Tech will have the ball. We'll set the offense for you as soon as we see who comes out. Pretty much guarantee that Marissa Yulee is going to be at quarterback. She's got 44 passing touchdowns on the season, 6 rushing touchdowns, and 2 receiving touchdowns for a grand total of 52 touchdowns on offense. To go with her 1 pick 6, which happened here at Taft Field, 102 yards, which took the champions from down 8-6 to up 12-8. So here come the champions. They're going to be on the field first. Crejo, Vanna, Fabian, Yulee, Brown, Savoyeva, and Valmesi. It looks like Valmesi's going to center the ball. So 20 minutes on the clock. Lane Tech ball, 1st and 20. And we are underway. So Valmesi's going to center to Yulee. Yulee out to Fabian at the 25. Flag pulled about the 26. Couple defenders there. First defender was number 20 for Kenwood. We'll have to see the champions are going into the wind as they move west to east on the field, left to right on your TV screen. That would be a blow if Fabian looks like she might have twisted her ankle a little bit there. She was going to play a big part on this defense tonight, so we'll have to see if she can go. In her place comes in Rodriguez. So 2nd and 13. The 27-yard line, bunch formation for Lane Tech. Everybody inside the hash marks. Yulee straight back, underneath again. Flag pull right away by number 15, I'm sorry. Maybe a 1-yard gain on that. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11 from the Lane Tech 29. So trying to beat this wind. Couple underneath passes so far right now. The way Kenwood is set up, they have 5 players on the line, 2 deep safeties. So I have to see how Lane Tech can take advantage of that. Bunch formation again. Now a couple of players drop off the line. Just one rusher, everybody else about 5 yards back. Here's a snap. Underneath again, there's a deep look. Rodriguez has it at the 42, down to the 50. She trips. Didn't get a flag pull. She was still going, but that's a first down for Lane Tech. Huge play. So you saw where those two safeties, everybody flowed to the right of that formation. And Rodriguez came from left to right, was wide open on the hash marks at the 42, got it down to the Kenwood 47. So 1st and 7 for Lane Tech. 17:50 on the clock. Valmesi to center. Yulee straight back. Rodriguez again. That time the Kenwood defenders saw it. 3 defenders there. Lucky the ball wasn't picked off. So I think maybe there's a play there. If you pump fake that deep, you had Ali Vanna underneath with plenty of room to run. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for Lane Tech. Still run available for Yulee or for anybody. We're looking at Fabian. Fabian's still trying to walk off her twisted ankle, stepped on ankle. It looks like she'll be okay. Formation is left heavy this time. Only one receiver, Crejo, to the right. Short this time to Valmesi. Dropped the ball at the 42, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 for Lane Tech. So that play worked. Valmesi was open, just tried to turn upfield a little bit too quickly. Ball's back in the middle of the field right now. Brown, Vanna, Savoyeva, Rodriguez, Crejo. 2 in the backfield this time, Rodriguez and Crejo. There's a run available. They're 7 yards from the first down. Rodriguez comes out to the side. Here comes the rush from number 10. Yulee gets up inside. First down. Line judge has the ball at the 37-yard line, so that's going to be a first down for Lane Tech. There's a timeout on the field. Looks like Kenwood is going to call a timeout. 16:11 on the game clock. So Lane Tech has a little drive going, picked up 2 big third downs. Kenwood takes an early timeout. Not sure what the coach saw there that he didn't like, but Yulee was able to avoid the rush at the. She was about the 50-yard line, got outside, cut the ball inside when she got to the left hash, held the ball out, still didn't get a flag pull till she got down to the 37. So new set of downs for Lane Tech, 1st and 17. An efficient drive so far. Now you have to imagine you're inside the area where you're going to go for it no matter what. Same offense back on the field. Varga out there. Formation strong right. Goes across to the left side. Still running Crejo. Crejo all the way down to the 23-yard line. Brings up 2nd down and 3, but Lane Tech's finding some open receivers right now into this Kenwood defense. They still have 2 deep safeties. They're dropping 3 players off, almost 4 players off as linebackers, so that's where Lane Tech is seeing the underneath throws. So 2nd down. We'll fix the clock, sorry, 15:30 on the clock. Here's a snap. Rodriguez out to the right. Deep. Tap. Ooh. Number 1 was up there in coverage. Tipped it up. So brings up another 3rd down. 3rd down and 3 from the 23. Lane Tech has converted on their first 2 third downs of the night. So here we go. They bring the ball all the way over the right hash. Strong left formation. 1 receiver to the right. Blitz from Kenwood. Short. Up. Ball's dropped by Mamesi. So it's going to bring up 4th down. So that was a blitz from Kenwood. Lane Tech still can't run. So we'll see what they can draw up. That play might have been short if Almessi been able to hang on to it. So here comes Lane Tech. Everybody bunching. Here comes a blitz again. Yulee makes everybody miss. Looking for a receiver. Has a receiver at the 20. They're not going to give it to her. They're going to spot it. You have two different spots. The right line judge has it inside the 20. Right now, the line judge on the Kenwood side is saying Broncos ball. They're going to stop the clock. 13:56 on the clock. They're going to have a discussion. The line judge on the right had a first down. The line judge on the left marked it just outside the 20-yard line. Kenwood ball. So Lane Tech turns it over on downs at the 21. So here comes first look at the Lane Tech defense and the Kenwood offense. Two receivers left, three to the right. Straight back. Looks short over the middle for number 24. Rodriguez was there. So let's set the defense real fast. Fabian is indeed out at the rush position. Rodriguez at one linebacker. Crejo as a corner on the right. McHale deep safety. Thornborough in the middle. Quarterback looks over the middle again. Here comes a rush. 27, quarterback gets outside. She gets the sideline. That's what Lane Tech had to avoid. She picks up a first down all the way out at the 43-yard line. So that's the contain that Lane Tech has to have. Playing that zone defense, your linebackers have to stay wide, not let the quarterback get the sideline. So here we go. First down for Kenwood. They have an interesting brown and green ball. Three receivers to the right, two to the left. Quarterback straight back. She looks. Pass over the middle. Complete at the 45. Stopped right there. They'll mark the ball at the 46-yard line. That was Ali Vanna with the flag pull. So Savoyeva on the far left side, cornerback. Ali Vanna is a linebacker with Rodriguez. Ivy Thornborough in the middle. Here's the snap. Everybody goes deep this time. They're going to run the ball. Here comes Rodriguez as a spy. Crejo gets the flag pull at the 46. Yeah, they're going to bring the ball back to the 46. So it's going to bring up a third down. Still got to run for Kenwood. 11:41 on the official game clock. Third down and 6 for Kenwood. Number 22 at quarterback. Everybody ran a fly pattern that time. They cleared out for her. She's still got a run available. Deep ball over the middle. Complete. Down to the 25, but that's a first down. New set of downs for Kenwood. 1st and 5 on the 20. This drive started at Kenwood's 21-yard line. A couple big runs by the quarterback, number 22, and that big pass completion has the ball down to the 24. She rolls outside this time. Ball's in the middle. Touchdown, Kenwood. 24 yards. So Lane Tech finds themselves down, just like they did on Tuesday. Going to have to make some adjustments. 10 minutes and 40 seconds. The clock continues to run during the extra point. Kenwood's going to go for 2. Blitz this time. Fabian forces the quarterback to run. She still gets in. So with 10 minutes left in the first half, it is Kenwood 8, Lane Tech nothing. So Lane Tech will come out again. 1st and 20 on their own 20. Michaela Brown in the game now. Crejo, Rodriguez, Valmesi, Vanna, Savoyeva. They take the ball a little bit out to the right. Valmesi's going to center it. Still 2 deep safeties for Kenwood. Yeah, underneath. Lane Tech just having a hard time holding on to the ball right now. Michaela Brown out in the flat. Had an opportunity to pick up a lot of yards, just couldn't hang on to the ball. Brings up 2nd down and 20. They bring the ball to the right hash this time. 4 receivers to the left, just 1 Crejo to the right. They bring Savoyeva that time at the 35-yard line, 36-yard line. Going to bring up third and short. So that ball was thrown well. Here comes Eliza McHale in for Michaela Brown. They're going to put the ball at the 36. So 3rd and 4. Lane Tech was 2 for 3 on 3rd downs on their last drive. They got McHale in the backfield. They're going to swing her out to the left, see if anybody goes with her. Waiting for the snap. Here comes Julie. Fake the handoff to McHale. Caught by Savoyeva, bobbled. She gets her flag pulled about the 43-yard line, but that'll be a 1st down for Lane Tech. New set of downs, 8 minutes on the clock. So 3 for 4 so far on 3rd down. 1st down and 17. 7:50 on the clock and counting. Remember, Lane Tech started with the ball. This looks like it's going to be a minimal possession game, so you got to put points on the board here.
1st and 17 for Lane.
You take the ball out towards the left hash this time. Rodriguez in the backfield with Yuli. Valmesi snaps it. They hand off, fake the reverse. Rodriguez out to the 47-yard line. Some great flag pulling by Kenwood so far in this game. No extra yards for Lane Tech. So they get the ball out to the 49-yard line. 2nd and 11. Wind is basically in Lane Tech's face right now. 2 players in the backfield. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Here comes a snap. Rodriguez runs out to the side. She's open. She catches the ball at 45, down to the 40. Tackled again. She gets a 1st down, though. They're going to say right at the 40-yard line. 1st down for Lane Tech. 1st down and 20. Great play by Sadia Rodriguez. Caught the ball about the 47, took it down to the 40. Those underneath throws are working. The deep balls Kenwood is responding to, so I think there's some fakes that can happen, and Lane Tech now moves the ball to the left a little bit. Still 2 deep players and 4 basically linebackers for Kenwood. They all drop. Everything's open underneath. There in the middle, little miscommunication there. Allie Vanna was running a little deeper than Marissa Yuli thought she was going to. Into the game comes Ivy Thornborough for the first time. Out comes Valmesi. 2nd down and 25:50 left in the first half. So clock is ticking. There's a possibility that there's only 2 possessions per team in this half, the way this is going right now, with everything underneath. So 4 linebackers, just the rush. We think Kenwood's used 2 of their blitzes. McHale underneath, crosses with Crejo. Crejo open at the 35, down to the 30, miss a flagpole, miss again. They're going to mark Crejo down at the 27, bring up 3rd and 7. 2 downs here to get 7 yards. Brings up the 5th 3rd down for Lane Tech in this game already. the problem with having to play this prevent defense is you're throwing everything underneath. Nothing deep so far for Lane Tech against this Kenwood Bronco defense. Everybody bunched in tight. 3 on the line, 4 in the backfield. Not sure where the ball's going. Vanna runs out to her left. She's open. Underneath is Savoyeva. 25, missed the flag pull. Kenwood has a tendency to throw the flags backwards. Their referee is going to mark that down at the 21. So we've been here before. 4th down and 1. If you run that same play that you just ran, Ali Vanna came out of the backfield and was wide open. So the way Kenwood plays this is going to be interesting. Now they have everybody on the line, 2 safeties. Lane Tech brings the ball to the far right hash. 4 minutes on the game clock. Have to pick up a yard here. Here comes the blitz again. Incomplete. Tried to get the ball to Ivy Thornborough. Turn it over on downs again at the 21. But that's 3 blitzes from Kenwood so far. The problem with when you can't run down within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. So Lane Tech defense has to hold here. 3.5 minutes on the clock. Kenwood's going to start at their own 21, identical to what they did the last time. Here comes the quarterback. She's going to get outside. That time Ivy Thornborough picks her up at the 24-yard line, 25-yard line. Brings up 2nd down and 15. Clock continues to run. We'll have a 1-minute warning. Kenwood's already used one of their timeouts. Kenwood leads 8-0, 3 minutes left in the first half. Oh, I didn't even put that score up. I'm sorry, guys. So 2nd down, 15. Quarterback rolls to her right. She goes deep. Eliza McHale with the defense that time, broke it up. That was number 2. So you got to be careful. If they run 2 receivers deep, you only have 1 safety. Brings up 3rd down, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the half. Quarterback can still run. Lane Tech has to be careful. Can't let her get to the sideline. Can't have a big pickup here. Worst case, you go into the halftime, 8-0. Here comes a big ball. Over the middle, incomplete at the 45-yard line. Tried to find number 5. Timeout. 4th down, Lane Tech is going to take a timeout. 2:08 is the official time. So going to assume here that Kenwood is punting. I don't think they declared yet. They did now. They're punting. So quick game reset. 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in the first half. Kenwood leads 8-0 on the strength of a 79-yard drive. Finished off by a 24-yard touchdown pass and the 2-point conversion by the quarterback, number 22. Still windy up here. Still swirling. The flags at both ends of the end zone are blowing out. So wind's kind of coming across the field. Lane Tech will get the ball with about 2 minutes left. We'll have 1 clock stoppage at 1 minute. It'll run all the way from 2 to 1. So they got to get out on the field quickly. See if they can get a big return here. Kirsty Savoyeva in the middle of the field. Ali Vanna on the far left hash. Eliza McHale on the right hash. Not sure what we're waiting for. There we go. There's the snap. Number 12 is the punter. Up. Be down right there at the 48. Lane Tech's got to go. Clock's going to run. Looking for, you haven't had a big play yet. So they're going to mark this on the 47-yard line after the punt. Ali Vanna tried to run and catch it. Not sure why Lane's offense wasn't ready here. They got to go. There's a little mistake here. They're wasting time. Not sure who's. They need a ball. So they've already wasted 20 seconds. Clock's running. They're going to lose 30 seconds getting out there to run a play. 1:29. So you're looking for a big play here. Vanna underneath at the 45. She tries to get to the sideline. She gets outside, down into the 30. Flag pull. Flag pull at the 31. Clock continues to run. They hurry back to the line. They're not gonna get a play off before 1 minute. So, oops. So 1 minute. 1 minute. There we go. You got the 1 minute warning. Yulee looks deep, scans the field, underneath again. That time to Vanna at the 25. Timeout, Lane Tech. The clock hasn't stopped. 56 seconds. So they're going to put 56 back on the clock. So Lane Tech's second timeout. It's going to be second down at the 24. Lane Tech's gotten the ball down inside the 25 both of their previous drives. Just they both stalled out at the 21 on 3rd and short. Kenwood used 3 of their blitzes. We believe they only have 1 left. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do in the second half. 2 deep safeties for Kenwood. They've troubled Lane Tech so far. Yulee waits for the ball. She gets it, stays in the middle of the field. Here comes the blitz. They go underneath again to Rodriguez. Get the tackle. The clock's going to continue to run. 49. They got to go. So it's a first down. Clock would stop on incompletions. 40 seconds. Lane Tech gets lined up. Yulee waits for the ball. Clock stopped at 39. So I'm just going to give you guys the time. Yulee looks deep, goes short again to Rodriguez. She gets down to the 10, down inside the 5. Clock continues to run, 28 seconds. Ball's at the 2-yard line. Clock stops again. Now it's running 24. Got to go 19 seconds. There's a motion. There's going to be a flag. There's a flag on the play. Pass was incomplete to Crejo. They're going to back this up. The player was in motion. Rodriguez was in motion. Conference with the coach, not sure. So there was a penalty flag with the clock running. Not sure what the rules are. So they're trying to explain to Coach why it's halftime. So it looks right now like Lane Tech is going to go into half, trailing 8-0. Coach Schwartz is still out on the field trying to get an explanation. But Lane Tech gets inside the 25 3 times. That last play got down to the 3-yard line. Couldn't score on any of their first 3 drives. Kenwood scored on their first drive, 79 yards, finished off by a 24-yard touchdown pass and 2-point conversion for the 8-0 lead that the Broncos have right now. Coach is still trying to get an explanation. She wants another play from the 3. I guess they're saying that there's a 10-second runoff, I guess, from the penalty. Not sure she's going to win her argument. It's halftime. So with the score, Kenwood 8, Lane Tech nothing. We're going to take a brief break, and we'll be right back with the second half of tonight's first semifinal game between your Lane Tech champions and the Kenwood Broncos. Welcome back, everyone. It is still halftime at the first semifinal of the 2022 CPL Flag Football Playoffs. Just a real quick recap of what we had in the first half. Minimal possessions. Lane Tech got down to the 21-yard line on their first possession, turned it over on downs. On the very next possession, Kenwood drove the ball 79 yards, capped off by a 24-yard touchdown pass and a quarterback conversion for an 8-0 lead. Lane Tech got the ball down to the 21 again, turned it over on downs, held, forced a punt, got the ball down to the 3-yard line, but time ran out on a penalty on the very last play of the first half. So we are back, 20 minutes on the clock. See who is the first team to book their ticket to Lane Stadium on Saturday night. Short pass over the middle, tipped up into the air by number 6, falls harmlessly to the ground. Lane Tech needs a turnover. Kenwood, as the defensive team in the first half, only had 2 possessions. So Lane Tech needs to do something here defensively. Here comes the quarterback. She's coming out to her right. Flagpole by Vanna at the 27-yard line. Brings up third down. Third down and about 13, so she can still run. Kenwood has to get out to the 40-yard line. Vanna and Savoyeva on this side. Rodriguez and Crejo on the right side. Quarterback's looking right, goes deep, ball's up in the air. Caught, tipped to herself and caught. Still going. Wow, what a play. Trying to get a number for you. I think that's number 2. She was one of the captains. Tipped the ball up at the 40-yard line to herself. Crejo went for it, couldn't get it. I'm sorry, number 15. Great play from her. Tipped it up to herself, brought it down, took off down the sideline, got all the way down to the 34-yard line. So it's 1st and 14 from there. Kenwood on the march. Lane Tech has to stop them here. Not sure there's 2 scores left in this game for Lane Tech. Ball over the middle, wide open, touchdown. Kenwood, 34-yard touchdown. Makes it 14-0. Wide open over the middle. Just ran a couple receivers out on a fly route. They're going to put the ball down at the 8, try and go for 2. 18 minutes on the clock. 16 of the blitz from Lane Tech. Broken up that time, so it's going to stay 14-0. But Lane Tech is going to have to score and score quickly to get back into this football game. The biggest deficit they faced all year, they're going to have to go faster. In the first half, Kenwood was very efficient at keeping everything in front of them, not letting anything get deep. So we'll have to see what. There's a little extra longer halftime than we usually have in these games. So see if Lane Tech was able to come up with something on offense. Thornborough to center the ball to Yulee. Everybody packed in between the hashes. Yulee straight back, looks down. She goes to the flat again this time. They're going to call that a completion, but it's only a 2-yarder. So they're going to put that ball out at the 24. They say that Rodriguez held on to it long enough. But again, just a short underneath pass. It's going to take a long time to work your way down the field when you need 2 scores. 17 minutes on the clock. Yulee straight back. She got Savoyeva, Vanna deep. Dropped the ball that time by Rodriguez at the 30-yard line. Brings up third down. So another third down for Lane Tech. It's their 6th one of the contest. They're not used to being held to these short passes. They like to throw the ball deep, 15, 20 yards downfield. So here we go. They move the ball over to the right hash. Everybody drops for Kenwood. Everybody drops. They go to Thornborough that time, 30, 40. Let's see where they mark it. They're going to mark it at the 38-yard line. So Lane Tech almost has to go for it here. Down 2 scores, 16-15 left in the game. So great play by Thornborough. picks up 14 yards on that play. Lane Tech has got to pick up this first down. Can't give the ball back to Kenwood inside their own 40-yard line. So you got Rodriguez in the backfield with Yulee. Cannot run. Thornborough centers the ball. Blitz. This could be their last blitz. There's a pass. First down, Lane Tech. First down at the 41. So that should be Kenwood's last blitz. That's 4. We'll see what happens. But big pickup for a new set of downs at the 41. 15:30 on the clock. Lane Tech's got to start moving a little bit faster. Yulee straight back. McHale runs deep. She's got Savoyeva deep. Savoyeva stopped. Savoyeva showing a little urgency. Picks up the ball, brings it back. Second down and 19 from the 41. 15 minutes. They come to the line. McHale, Savoyeva, Thornborough, Crejo, Vanna, Rodriguez out there. Short underneath to Crejo that time. Out to the 48, so it's going to bring up third and about, let's see where they put it. Third and 17. Got to get down to the 40-yard line. Who is that? Savoyeva runs behind Yulee. Gets outside. She's going to get to the 50. Gets the sideline. 40. She gets a first down. Great. There's an injured player. Ball's inside the 41, inside the 40 to 39. New set of downs for Lane Tech. So So Savoyeva's going to come out of the game. She's a little shaken up after that run. Picked up a big first down. So we're going to start this. There's 13:58 on the game clock. So first and 19 for Lane Tech. Varga comes in for Savoyeva. Deep over the middle that time. Broken up by number 14. Going to bring up second down. Not sure what's going on clock. Second down. Clock's running. Lane's got to go. Think they might only have one timeout left in the game. Rodriguez a little bit in the backfield. Short again underneath. McHale drops it. Right at the 35. This brings up third down. Lane Tech has a big uphill climb right now. Third down and 19 from their own 39-yard line. Trailing in the game 14-0. Just under 13 minutes left in the second half. A place in the finals at Lane Stadium on the line. Yulee at her 45. Looks. She runs. She takes off. Flag pull by number 10 at the 41. Going to bring up fourth down and 21. Lane Tech hasn't had much success with their deep plays tonight. See what Coach Schwartz can dial up. But it's almost what's the word I'm looking for? Mandatory that they get this first down. Fourth down and 19, still at the 39. They didn't call it a sack. Yulee looks. She goes deep over the middle. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. Kenwood's going to take over at their own 39-yard line. Lane Tech needs a turnover here. 11:56 on the clock. Need a quick score somehow here. Need to get the ball back from from Kenwood. .22 waits to snap. Everybody was offsides on that. Deep ball over the middle. Number 3, great catch. Down to the 39. 22 yards on that pass play. First down for Kenwood on, wow. All right, on the 37. .11 on the clock. Kenwood can kind of take their time here. 25-second play clock. 22 waits for the snap. 17 is going to center it to her. Deep, you're going to run. Florencia Fabian with the pull right at the 42-yard line. They're going to give it to her at the 41. Brings up third down. Third down and 15. Right? 25-second play clock. The referee will start counting off when it gets down. There we go. Deep ball over the middle, incomplete. 10-13 on the clock. They're going to continue to run. So fourth down. It's going to be under 10 minutes when Kenwood snaps this ball. I'm sure they're going for it at this point. First down here would take another 4 or 5 minutes off the clock. Need to get down to the 20-yard line. Marissa Yulee now deep center. Eliza McHale playing cornerback out on the left. Here comes the snap. Quarterback looks left. She goes. It's going to be over. Oh, caught. Not a first down, though. Flag pulled right at the 22. Should be Lane Tech ball. Oh, that was third down. So this is fourth down. So they got fourth down and 2. The advantage here is the advantage of Lane Tech is they can't run. Timeout. Timeout Kenwood with 9:17 on the clock. So huge play here. First down for Kenwood would allow them to take it down to, if they chose, ran 4 plays, take it down to about 6 minutes. Lane Tech needs to have a stop here. See what Coach Schwartz can dial up. Lane Tech really hasn't come close to an interception tonight. All the balls have been high. Kenwood receivers have gone up and gotten them. Nothing low over the middle that could be picked off. So here comes play of the game right here. 9:17 left on the clock. Second half, 14-0 Kenwood. Fourth down and about 2 yards to go. Kenwood cannot run the ball. Lane Tech has a blitz. Florencia Fabian is the rusher. Number 22 waits the snap from 17. 4 receivers bunched to the left, 1 out to the right. There's no point in waiting here. The clock's not running. Here comes a snap. Here comes a blitz from Fabian. Ball's up over the middle. Intercepted. Varga interception. She gets out to the 30, 40, 50, down to the 40. That's Ali Vanna at the 20, 15, 10. Touchdown, Ali Vanna. 85 yards. Pick 6 for Ali Vanna. Lane Tech might be back in this game. Need to go get this 2-point conversion. $85 yards on that return. That is her second interception and second pick 6 of the season. The last one was here at Taft also. So here goes Lane. They got to go for 2. Clock continues to run. They got it. They got to get this play in. They got to go. Clock doesn't stop in flag football. Kenwood's going to get this ball back. Ball's at the 8-yard line. They get it out to the right. Ivy Thurnberg is going to center it. Yulee in the backfield. She looks. Conversion. No good. So Lane Tech gets the pick six they needed. Didn't get the conversion. It's 14-6 Kenwood. 7:38 and running on the clock. Kenwood's going to start at their own 20, 25-second play clock. Lane Tech needs to get out of here fast. Needs the ball back. That was the turnover that they needed. But now they need another one. See if they're going to. 22 looks to her left. Flag pull right away. The whole belt. So 6:56. Let's see how close they get to these 25-second play clock. The tackle was made at 6:56. So they should have to snap it around 6:25. They're going to send the player. They're going to stop the clock. 6:38. Lane Tech just asked they didn't see the play clock. They started 6:36. Quarterback run. She comes out to her right. Flag pulled by Florencia Fabian. 30 at the 29-yard line. 6:25. So they should have to snap this at 6 minutes. So it's 3rd and 10. Here you go. Another key play of the game. Can Lane Tech get a stop here? Kenwood has to get out to the 40-yard line. Fabian, there's an illegal procedure. But the problem is here, the clock continues to run. So it's 6 minutes. They move back to the 25, but more importantly, the clock continues to run. Lane Tech's going to have to get this football back. 3rd and 15 from the 40. McHale, the deep safety. Savoyeva back in the game on the left side. Alivana in the linebacker spot with Rodriguez on the right. Quarterback looks to run. Completion, first down. Great pass by great reception by number 6 at the 45-yard line. Gets out to the 47, and that could be the first down that seals this game for Kenwood. 5:17 on the clock. They got first down and about 13 yards to go. 5:07. See how fast the referee counts this play clock. Lane Tech is going to need a turnover. Here comes the first count. Not sure. They're letting them run all kinds of time off this clock. Here comes quarterback. She looks deep. Ball's up in the air. Can Lane Tech get it? Interception. Marissa Yulee at the 30. She's got the sideline at the 50. Lane Tech ball. 4 minutes and 34 seconds left. Back down to there. They're going to put the ball down just at the 45-yard line. She picked that ball at the 28-yard line. Brought it back to the 45. 4:12 left in the game. Lane Tech needs to score and get the 2-point conversion. Little confusion about what's going on. They got to be able to get up to this line and go. Here comes Yulee. McHale runs short. Correjo runs short. Over the middle to Rodriguez, who gets tackled every time she gets the ball. Down to the 25-yard line. So that's a first down. So first down to the 35, 34. Lane Tech's got to go 3 minutes, 42 seconds in the game. Lane Tech needs to put this in the end zone and get the 2-point conversion to send this game to overtime, which is a set of rules I don't even know. Here goes everybody. Incomplete to Ivy Thurnberg. They got to go. They got to get that ball. 3:20. Bring it back. I think Lane Tech might have one timeout left. Second down from the 34-yard line. 3:09. Yulee straight back. She looks. She goes long this time. Broken up. Great play by number 5 from her free safety spot. Came in, broke up the ball. Third down, 2 minutes, 55 seconds. Lane has to get to the 20-yard line to get a new set of downs. So 2 issues, 2 minutes and 48 seconds. They got to go. They're looking for a play. Taking too long. Here's the snap. Yulee's got Savoyeva on the right. She got flagpole right at the 31-yard line. So 4th down, here's the game. Lane Tech has to get to the 20-yard line. 2 minutes and 21 seconds on the clock. Lane Tech's going to take a timeout. That might be their last timeout of the game. They took 2 in the first half. So there's 2:16 on the game clock. Ball rests at the 31-yard line. Has to get down to the 20 for a new set of downs. We'll recap for you. Kenwood scored on their first possession of the game, 79-yard drive, capped off by a 24-yard touchdown and a 2-point conversion to take an 8-0 lead. Lane Tech got the ball down to the inside the 21 twice in the first half. Ended the half with the ball sitting on the 3-yard line, ran out of time. Lane Tech got back in this game on an 85-yard pick six by Alivana, missed the extra point, making it 14-6. They have the ball now because of Marissa Yulee interception at the 28-yard line, but this is 4th down and 11. The ball has to get to the 20-yard line, or this game is over. Yulee waits. She's got Creo at the 20, 15. First down, she's at the 15. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. 2:20, not sure why the clock stopped, but we'll take it. 2:19 clock is running. So 1st and goal from the 15. Lane Tech has to score, has to get a 2-point conversion. 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Lane Tech is out of timeouts. Yulee straight back. She got Creo again, a little behind her. Down inside to the 5-yard line, 158. No potential to onside kick here in flag football. You're going to have to get this 2-point conversion after a touchdown. 1:45 on the game clock. We're just a little bit behind here, sorry. 2nd down and goal. Got Rodriguez again. That's a tackle. Ball's inside the 5 is going to bring up 3rd down. Ball's right at the 3-yard line, 1:29. Trying to get the flags back on Rodriguez. 1:22, 1:21. The clock will stop at 1 minute. Lane Tech has 2 plays to put this ball in the end zone. Touchdown Lane Tech. Christy Savoyeva in the back of the end zone. So the clock will stop at 1 minute. Give Lane Tech a second to regroup. So that's a touchdown, 3-yard touchdown from Christy Savoyeva, from Marissa Yulee to Christy Savoyeva, back in the end zone. Makes it 14-12 Kenwood. The clock will start. So Lane Tech has to score this. 1 minute left in the game. Marissa Yulee can run if she wants. She looks straight back. She's got time. She gets outside. She throws it up. She got a receiver in there. Tie! Score! Lane Tech ties the game. Christy Savoyeva again. 14-14. Clock. They're stopping the clock at 53 seconds. Lane Tech claws their way back into this game. 2 huge interceptions in the second half. 14-14, 53 seconds. Kenwood on the line. They're ready to go. Just have to avoid any big plays here. Yulee and McHale deep. Keep everything in front of you, and then we'll figure out what overtime looks like. Quarterback looks left. She's going to run. Florencia Fabian with the pull right at the 20-yard line. Clock will continue to run. Lane Tech left for dead, has life. Kenwood not in a real hurry. 30 seconds left in the game. Kenwood quarterback comes over the middle. Flag pull by Eliza McHale at the 34. 18 seconds, timeout, Kenwood. That should be their last timeout. 17.9 seconds left in the game. Game is tied 14-14. This is what the second half has looked like. Kenwood came out, drove the ball 80 yards, scored on a 34-yard touchdown pass, took the lead 14-0. Lane Tech went out on downs. Kenwood started their drive at their own 39. Alivana picked the ball off at the 15-yard line, ran it back 85 yards. Extra point was no good. Lane Tech trailed 14-6. On the very next drive, Marissa Yulee picked the ball off at the Lane Tech 28, brought it back to the Kenwood 45, and then led a 2.5-minute drive. Finished off with a pass to Alivana and a 2-point conversion to Alivana. 22 seconds on the clock. Sacked by Florencia Fabian back at the 30-yard line. Clock continued. Why is the clock not running? Clock! It never ran. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell into the microphone. The clock never started on the play. There's 13.6 seconds left. So 13.6 seconds. Referees are at Hatfield. I had Kenwood as having taken 3 timeouts, but so the ball rests. I also had Lane Tech with 3 timeouts. Ball rests at the 34-yard line. Score is tied 14-14. This is the first semifinal in the Chicago Public League playoffs for 2022. The winner has a date Saturday night at 7 o'clock at Lane Stadium against the winner of Taft and Morgan Park, which immediately follows this game. So 13.6 seconds. Not sure why they didn't give Fabian more of a credit for a sack on that play. Can't go deep. Nothing deep for Lane Tech right now. The clock will run. I don't think anybody can stop it anymore. 13 seconds. Clock stops. Here comes the quarterback. She's going to throw. She's got, oh no. Kenwood is going to win the game on the last play of the game. 35 yards. 3.5 seconds left. What a great play from Kenwood. Kenwood is going to move on to the championship game on Saturday night. They're going to face the winner of Morgan Park and Taft. All that matters here is the extra point. Wow. What a last 5 minutes of this football game. Lane Tech battles to get back in. Kenwood wins on basically the last play of the game. So Kenwood, on the strength of a 65-yard pass with 13.6 seconds left, will win this football game. So they're going to put 3.5 seconds back on the clock. Lane Tech will have one shot to run this ball into the end zone. .5 seconds goes back on the clock. Kenwood puts everybody back. The ball's going to be at the 20-yard line. So let's see what Lane Tech can dial up here. One shot to get it 80 yards. They've battled back so far. 2 interceptions late in the second half. 1 a pick six from Allie Vanna, 1 from Marissa Yulee, which she returned from the 28 to the Kenwood 45, and then guided her team into the end zone, got a 2-point conversion. So here we go. Only 6 players on the field. Here we go. Fabian comes back on the field. Don't snap it yet. Let her get set. There we go. All right, here we go. 3.5 seconds. Just some confusion on the Lane Tech side. Here we go. One last play. Vanna goes all. No, where's the flagpole? Flagpole at the 45-yard line, and that is the game. Kenwood is going to win this football game. A thriller, 20-14. Lane Tech battled back from a 14-0 deficit on 2 interceptions, 1 from Allie Vanna return for a touchdown, 1 from Marissa Yulee to the 45, and let in a touchdown. Kenwood scored on the next to last play of the game, a 65-yard touchdown pass that gave them the final score, the final victory, 20-14. So they will play in the championship game on Saturday night against the winner of Morgan Park and Taft, which follows this game. Wow, you couldn't ask for a better semifinal game than the one you saw tonight, folks. What a great effort by your Lane Tech champions. What an amazing first season from this squad. What started in August with tryouts, multiple early morning practices to get to this point, to get to a semifinal game in your first season and come up against a great Kenwood team and fall just short. So that is a wrap to this season. We'd like to thank all the great folks at Lane Tech High School, head coach Carolyn Schwartz, principal Miss Edwina Thompson, and athletic director Brent Badish. Lane Tech will finish the season 14-1 and will fight through the disappointment of this game, but regardless had a great season led by an amazing group of seniors. And I think that the potential for this team is strong. It's only going to get better as we go forward. So for everyone at Lane Tech Flag Football, for Mary Avery, this is Tony McHale saying good night from Chicago, Illinois, the greatest town in the world.
Chicago Public League and the IHSA are pleased to welcome you to tonight's Chicago Public League girls flag football semifinal game at Taft Varsity Campus Stadium. Today's championship semifinal matchup features the Morgan Park Mustangs and the Taft Eagles. The Morgan Park Lady Mustangs finished 7-0, first in the South Conference. The Taft Eagles finished in undefeated 7-0, first place in the Northwest Conference. Please give a warm round of applause to both teams on their great season. At this time, let's meet the players of each team. First, the Morgan Park Lady Mustangs. Number 7, Elamar Pearl. Number 15, Deshae Howard. Number 8, Alicia Russell. Number 9, Saria Hopkins. Number 6, Ashanti Scott. Number 2, Lakia Barnes. Number 11, Felicia Kerr. Number 13, Brandy Jones. Number 5, Nyla Jackson. Number 3, Kiala Jennings. Number 16, Jamila McGee. Number 1, Kira Fortuno. Number 19, Simone Scott. Number 20, Daria Pearson. Number 5, Angel Dickerson. Number 12, Tamora